Okay, we're live now. Cool. Alright. Hi, welcome to the Nightclub podcast again. I just had to check if my fucking microphone is on for XSplit, because I'm an idiot. So,
Episode 1, we spend
episode.
like 3 hours lining a script. Episode 2, we do a script 15 minutes before the episode. We don't even have a fucking script now.
Yeah.
We're just fucking winging it.
Yep. Because we love you guys just so much.
All of our viewers.
Okay.
I don't even have a link so I can advertise it.
Okay, well, I'm getting the link right now, so chill your tits.
Okay.
You could always just go to the YouTube channel and get it, because it's live right now. Instead of being
That's
a lazy
fine.
ass, instead of getting me to do it.
Welcome to episode 3 of the Nightclub.
Stop. Okay. Here's your link.
I already got it, thank you.
Thanks. But yeah, so hello, we're back. Where do we start? Because we didn't make a
Oh
script.
no, you said you had a story you wanted to tell.
I don't want to start it, like, right now, though, because I want to save it until later, because if Chris is gonna listen, the thing is that I don't want him to hear it, because I want him to find it himself.
Chris, don't listen to this. If you're watching it right now, just click the next button.
Chris doesn't give a shit, but... Okay. You know what, whatever, fuck it, I'll tell her right now. Okay. So, me and Sleek, one of my friends for our viewers who don't know, he and we stayed up really late last night building a trap on Chris's, castle thing, because he started building a new area, so we built two giant dicks. One of them has a shit ton of creepers in a 2x2 square, and, and then we built another dick, and, like, the thing is, like, if he walks towards it, and then he walks into it and presses the button, it takes him out of creative mode, and then it smushes him with an anvil, and it traps him, like, there's no reaction time, like, you can't get out. So, that's what we were doing. And literally, Sleek had his, recorder on for, like, 12 hours, just trying to make sure that we didn't miss it when Chris got squashed with an anvil. And it's like, I'm really sad because I'm thinking that, like, he might ruin it somehow, or he'll just be, like, suspicious and won't touch it. And it's like, fuck. Because we spent so long just making it look nice and, like, I don't know. So, yeah, it was funny while we did it, but it's probably gonna be ruined, or it's just gonna happen once, and then it's never gonna happen again, and it's gonna be really depressing. So, yeah. How are you guys doing?
I'm great.
Me too.
Yes. How are you doing, Shormu?
I'm fucking dead inside, just like the end of last episode.
Last episode too dark, but that wasn't.
Their team won 401.
Mm.
And I'm actually, afterwards, the whole team went back to fucking Steak and Shake. Got a double bacon cheese, and I had a buy one get one free milkshake coupon, so I got 2 fucking milkshakes. The milkshakes are huge.
Yeah.
And
Fucking.
as well as what I was gonna say. So we're at Steak and Shake, and we're talking, and I make a suicide joke, and one of the girls sitting next to me is like, "You really shouldn't do that." I had a friend who was like really like that kind of bullshit. I'm like, yeah, my dad killed himself.
Oh.
Followed by.
Everybody fucking has a friend, apparently, that always has something going on so they can use them in an argument. Isn't that ironic? Also, great shutdown, Shormu. Way to kill him.
That's not the best one I've ever used that for. Followed by the person across from me looking at me and going, "Wait, you killed your dad?"
Oh.
I look at her, and then the friend who took me to this, like, was drinking water, and she just fucking cracks up, and, like, all of it goes out of her nose and all over the table.
Beautiful.
It was just a train wreck. Then it was followed by me making a butt sex joke about my friend's dad, and then the person who originally asked if I killed my dad, like, spat water everywhere.
It was funny because while Shorty was out, doing that, he was like Snapchatting me, and he's like, oh, they had like a buy one shake get the other like for free or whatever, half off or something. And he's like, I wonder why I'm fat, and I fucking lost it.
First of all, I have a question, Shormu. What the fuck is a Steak and Shake?
They sell steaks and they sell shakes.
No,
It
they
sounded
make
like some weird redneck
they make
thing
shakes.
where everybody gets their trailer parks together and then they to doom. That's why they make steaks on the grill.
They make shakes out of steaks. They just blend a bunch of steaks together. And, just
My grandma got like gastric bypass surgery, so she has to have like liquefied meats and shit.
Ew, gross.
She can have.
I think I'm gonna do that one because I actually want to try a steak shake because that sounds really fucking good right now, honestly.
That's actually kind of gross sounding.
This sounds great.
You can smoke lavender.
Shut up.
Oh, yes,
We already know this.
Reverend taught me, but we didn't talk about it yet.
Reverend told me.
Boy. Reverend corrupted the youth.
Reverend is gonna send me.
Corrupted me.
Yeah, my brother corrupted me. Reverend's like, yo, I'll buy you a pipe and like I'll send it to you, and I'm like, dude, don't. And then they're like, but I need one anyways, and I was like, okay.
Okay, every time I go somewhere, there's always like a, hey man, buy one, get one free. $10 for two. And it's just like, oh, okay, cool. So I might as well, fuck it.
Yeah. And then...
cop didn't hear that, I'm totally not giving things that minors shouldn't have to minors.
This just in, I'm a crack addict. Not as bad as the time I was in my engineering class. And, okay, for anyone who watches this, I have a Chipotle addiction. So, basically, whatever chance I get, I will eat copious amounts of Chipotle.
Mhm.
So I'm talking about it, and my friend's like, wait, let me remember exactly what it was, because they asked where all of the money I got went, because I couldn't lend them $1 or something, and I'm like, I eat a lot of Chipotle, and she's like, you eat a lot of Chipotle? I'm like, no, I just have a crippling addiction to crack cocaine. And the entire fucking class of 40 people went silent. And the 3 teachers in the room looked me dead in the eye. The only way I can succeed that with another story is when I was in a meeting for the program I'm in this year, but it was last year. And they were talking about how heroin rates in Ohio, it's getting sold more, it's getting cheaper, and it's getting less pure. And the guy, the really old guy who runs the program, who was in Vietnam, he's like, you know what the purity rates of heroin were when I was in Vietnam? And it's like 95, 98%. And he's like, you know what the purity rates in Ohio are? And he like gave everyone a chance to like be quiet as if anyone wanted to say anything. And I'm like, 12. It was 10 to 15%.
Nice.
Like, again, everyone fucking went dead.
Everyone just fucking died.
Fun fact, back in the days of our parents, weed wasn't as potent, so now if they smoked weed, like even if they just took like one hit off a joint right now, they'd get high off their fucking ass. Just thought I'd throw that out there since we're talking about science.
Science? It's not illegal if it's for science.
Exactly.
What's your like, you get like, I could see you like having a kid and then being like, oh, what should I do for my science project? The effects
Let's
of
grow
like,
weed.
Yeah, let's grow weed.
Hey, that takes talent. You have to use the aquaponics or whatever and shit. Kinda. I'm too retarded to do it though. I mean, let's be real, but hey. Everything I touch dies, even my succulents. That's pretty fucking sad.
Dear God.
Dear Yoke.
Oh, is Dear Yoke gonna join?
No, he doesn't want to be in the podcast.
What a piece of shit.
Dear Yoke's my Irish friend, by the way. Mr. One person watching this podcast, that's probably Reverend or me.
We already spoke about who Dear Yoke was in the last episode. We told the entire story of why we call him Dear Yoke, and we told everyone about... Maybe we didn't tell them about the Eats Myself thing, but, like... I don't know. We did talk about it,
I think we did. TBH last episode, the reason I was, like, hardly saying anything is because I was playing Minecraft in the background, so I don't even remember.
The reason I was hardly saying anything is because I was, like, fucking dead.
I think we were all
dead. I was actually dead.
Well, we all wanted to play Minecraft.
We were all addicted to Minecraft. We were all sad because we had to quit playing Minecraft, but I still played because I'm an asshole.
TBH, though, I'm sorry, but your ex is, like, really weird and he's not funny at all.
Well, you know what? He fixes the server when you and Sleek fuck it up. Well, actually, more Sleek, if anything. And you guys are messing with it.
Okay, but he's still not funny.
Guy.
Yeah, but he's still not funny, though.
Well,
he's like... He's like, oh,
Go
I'm
to
so
janitor at
edgy,
school.
XD, and I'm like, your skin is gross, change it. If you're gonna use a Minecraft skin, make it at least look nice, Jesus Christ.
Okay, I don't think you made that, but do you go with the janitor to your? Do you go up to the janitor at your school and he tries to make like a subtle joke, and then you're like, "You're not funny, fuck you," as he picks up your trash? No, you don't.
The
Just let
janitor,
him
the
pick.
janitor is also not one of my best friend's exes, so
Well, what if he was your mom's ex? Would you still do it?
yeah, fuck him.
Oh, shit.
I'm higher than him, I don't give a shit. I don't give a fuck. Okay, so,
No, that reminds me.
go ahead.
There was this janitor at my middle school, and when my brother was there, apparently they didn't like him. His name was like Mr. Pringle or something fucking like that. So they go into the boys' room and they take a shit right next to the toilet just to piss him off. I figured I'd throw that out there too.
Oh yeah, you told that to me, I remember. Oh, good times. Okay. So going back to the topic of Minecraft again, it was really funny because, what ended up happening is, the way that we broke the server, well, a couple of us broke the server, like, a couple times, because Shormu decided to be smart, and he was like, I'm gonna spawn, like, 10,000 horses and put them all on this post. And then he put
Hey, and who does it 5 minutes later is like, hey, I've fucking spawned 8,000 sheep.
Yeah, okay,
No.
but the sheep was fun because there's a thing that you
Sheep's
can
fun
do.
because that's the one that actually crashed the server.
I know,
I've had worse.
I know, but
One
okay.
time
Wait. Just let me like finish this one thing, and then you can
Okay,
tell.
sorry.
It's okay. No. But what we did to crash the server is I boxed Shormu up in like a glass case, and then I got him to use like an auto clicker to spawn sheep, and then I broke one of the pieces of glass, and there's a sheep explosion, and that's what crashed the server. So
There wasn't even a sheep explosion. Nothing happened before the server crashed.
yeah, but then they went everywhere.
Shit. You know what? I've had worse. Back when my ex was running a Minecraft server and Bucket was still updating their shit, I decided that it'd be a great idea, because I was with my best friend at the time, to spawn a 64 by 64 sphere of TNT. And he's like, if you fucking blow that up, you're gonna break my whole computer. So then my best friend went up to it and just set one on fire, and then all of a sudden everything crashes and there's like this huge wave of TNT just falling fucking everywhere, like it's the end of the whole world. And supposedly his whole entire computer like blue screened and freaked out.
Oh god.
And we essentially broke a whole computer with that one move. Hence why I don't host this on my own computer, because if you did that, you guys would fuck up my computer.
Probably.
So go ahead and go crazy, because I can fix it.
Yeah, it's nice that we can just fuck around like that, because, the other thing that we did to crash the server, it wasn't with Shormu, but, me and Sleek, we were just like, how high can you go? Because I just started floating upwards, and then...
That's the worst idea ever, just saying, because my ex used to do that to me, TPing me up where you guys were, and then my whole entire game wouldn't work.
Yeah, he wouldn't, he, like, TP'd me up there. I didn't even ask to be put up there. I was like, how high can you go? And he's like, here, let me TP you to the max, and then he TP'd both of us to the max, and then we were just like, let's try and fall, so I put myself back into, like, survival mode, and then it crashed.
Pro tip, it only goes up like 200 and something blocks, so if you do that, you're in like the game's limbo. So that's not really a good idea.
Yeah, because it's like, you can only build up like 256 blocks or something, because what I ended up doing after you left the server is, we built like this giant lapis block tower, and then we built a 1x1 square of water surrounded by fire, and then we tried to jump into the water and not get burnt and like die. So, it was good times.
Oh my god. I wish I would have stayed up late, but my mom told me to go to bed. God damn it.
I also built the Master Emerald. It was totally worth it. I was like, the Master Emerald, yeah. Speaking of Sonic.
I built the giant cactus.
Yeah.
And when I did DMX, I was like sitting there like, I have the cactus god, and like, fuck yeah. And I sat there staring at it for a long time, and it was really weird. And then all of a sudden, it's like I disappeared and came back, and the cactus was there, and then I was like, fuck Yeah, again, and it went like a whole entire 20 minutes went by from me just sitting there looking at it.
Beautiful.
I know, right? Aren't I the best influence ever?
Yeah, oh my god. Okay, you know what else we wanted to do with, like, Chris's house to dick with him?
What?
We spawned, like, a giant, like, a boss guardian inside his house, and, like, it somehow got out and then back into the water, and then I was experiencing miner's fatigue for some reason, and I didn't know that, like, the ghost face of the guardian would appear, so it scared the shit out of me, like, a couple times. And I was like, what's going on? And I was like, I thought I was gonna die, because it was, like, 4 in the morning when that started happening. I was, like, freaking the fuck out. It scared me. It was spooky. So, Shormu, what have you been doing in Minecraft?
Jacking off. Wait. Did you say Minecraft?
Yes.
Okay.
Doesn't change
Jacking
it.
off.
I need to get on when you guys are on, because I'm only on when my ex is on, and he's, like, not as edgy as me. It's killing me.
He's
I have
also
about
gross.
6 edges.
I
I'm
have a million.
Are you...
I'm a hexagon.
Well, rest in pieces.
I have a million edges. I'm a... What? I don't know what I was gonna say. Fuck.
This podcast is getting progressively worse.
Well, I mean, it is the worst podcast ever recorded. So,
Fuck.
yeah. Okay, wait. I have another topic that we can move on to. Okay, so last week we were talking about movies and stuff, and then someone came to our ask.fm. You can send us asks there, by the way. It should be in the description link down below if anyone's watching. But basically someone suggested that we watch this movie called The Brass Teapot because they were like, I think you'd like it. So I don't know if you guys watched it. I know I watched it.
I watched it late at night. I
Sharma,
watched it. It was pretty good.
Sharma, did you watch it?
No.
Oh, way to go, Shore.
I've read a lot about it, though, so I have a general idea of what happened.
Yeah, I think it was pretty good. Like, I can see why that it was like that it got such a bad rating on like Rotten Tomatoes though, because it's like it had like really dark undertones and like the story was pretty generally dark, but the thing is that I felt that a lot of the acting and a lot of the scenes weren't as serious as they should be for like what was going on.
Yeah.
But like the acting was good and everything.
Yeah.
It was enjoyable.
Rotten Tomatoes sucks major dick as a way to gauge our movies. Chris Chan's older brother worked for there. I wouldn't trust it as a source for anything.
Chris Chan's older brother worked there.
He does, he still works there. I forgot his fucking name, but he works there.
I didn't even know Chris Chan had an older brother.
Neither did I for a while. He tries to make it so that nobody knows who the fuck he is. Or that he's related to Chris Chan, because I don't think anybody would want to own up to that.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't. You would, though.
Oh yeah, his name is Cole Smithy. Oh hell yeah, I would. I'd be like, hey guys, did you see my brother's shit on the internet?
I feel like we should add Pixie Terry into the Skype call since you have her on Skype.
I do have her on Skype, but she's going through a depression phase right now, and she needs her space because she's turning 30 and still a weeb. That, and if I talk to her, I'll get blocked instantly if I say the wrong thing. It's like walking on eggshells.
Well,
it's hard. It takes work to talk to Pixie Terry.
Ask her for next week if she wants to be a guest on.
She's gonna say no, I already know it. She's depressed right now.
Oh. Well.
She's turning 30 soon.
Is she gonna have a midlife crisis?
Pretty much. She's upset because she can't be a kawaii Meg Cafe Desu person.
Oh, goodness.
Yes.
I was actually talking about otherkin and shit with my friends today.
Mm.
Oh boy.
This is always an interesting topic.
Oh boy.
Anyways. So go ahead with that story. Sure, man.
Wait, what? The otherkin?
Yeah.
It was like an actual serious talk about otherkin and furries and stuff, and it was a lot of like, what exactly are otherkin and why do they act the way they do? And my opinion is that a lot of the reason otherkin are the way they are is because they see their own human imperfections And because they're either too lazy or don't have a way to perfect those, they try to they go into a delusion and project themselves into what they see as perfect or
Basically, they have
useful.
a mental illness,
For
probably.
yeah, for example, I have a friend who is anorexic, depressed, bulimic, and all that stuff. And to influence all that into something she wants to be, she insists she's a panda, which is why I have a hatred for pandas.
My opinion is that
I hate fucking
uh,
pandas!
back when I was like 15 or 16 and this started to become popular, I actually followed one of the first, I guess they're called special snowflake kind of people. And he was actually pretty cool, but then all of a sudden I was just like, hey, I want to be this cool because he was trans and he was pagan and he was asexual and blah, 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 blah. So I was like, hey, that sounds pretty cool. And then it got me wondering, like, it planted the seeds of thought of, maybe I'm one of those things. So I went through that whole phase of just like pretending like I was all those things just because I saw somebody on the internet doing it and getting like acceptance for it. But the thing with that is the moment you take it into real life is the moment that your fantasy gets like crushed because nobody takes that shit in real life seriously. Hence why these kids are so weird because they go to the hug box on the internet and they get accepted for this and they make friends through all this crap. And then they just act so irrational because they're constantly surrounded by their own people. It's like sitting in a small room and farting and smelling your own farts. It's literally just that. That's literally what it is. Is they're so surrounded by this shit that they're constantly influenced by it. And yeah, I mean, if you smell your own farts for a while, you're probably gonna be like, that's not too bad. So you're gonna sit there and expose yourself to it over and over and over again.
That's
That's why there's otherkin, because it's supposed to be cool. Even though half these kids don't know what the fuck it is, for real. It's supposed to be spiritual.
Yeah, isn't it like, doesn't it have like spiritual like origins probably?
It does, but it doesn't. Spirit animals aren't really a religious thing, spoiler alert. But it's just something somebody claimed. But there are animals associated with religious things, and none of these kids know what the fuck they're talking about because there's no such thing as spirit animals in any Native American tribe or anything like that. There's just worship of animals and the use of animals as symbology and shit.
Yeah. Like, especially in Hinduism, too. Like, you have all the different gods and stuff and deities with, like, fucking monkey face and shit. Hinduism's really cool. I don't remember, like, half the names that I learned in class, but, like, they're cool.
Yeah, and, like, my ex is native, and he was talking to me, he's like, he's Macaw, and everybody there has, like, a animal that symbolizes the part of the tribe they're in and their family and stuff like that, but it's not like a spirit animal that you are associated with, tied with to your soul or whatever the fuck they think it is.
Yeah, that's it's like there's actually like these there's like these native people that came into our school and they did like a presentation on native traditions and stuff, and they did like this thing about like dance and singing, and it was pretty cool. And they explained a lot about their clothing and how like and what they call their clans and shit. And they're like, oh, I'm from like the turtle clan, and that's why I have turtles decorated on my clothing. It was really neat and interesting. I wish I remembered more of it, but that was like a while ago. So
yeah, I've seen that stuff. It's I think that shit is cool, but they don't know what the fuck they're talking about when they say that. Oh yeah, this is my spirit animal, and I'm this and this religion, like paganism. Paganism doesn't even do that. So it's kids on the internet pretending like they're Wiccan, pretending they're other kid. It's the same thing as those goth kids that pretend to be satanic, essentially.
Magic is real. I can use the flowers to make people do stuff that I want.
No, you're just a fucking idiot.
Exactly.
Kill yourself.
I actually saw this one post on Tumblr and I got like a lot of flack, but it was this guy, and there's like a lot of, you know how people have like trans headcanons and stuff, right? For characters?
Oh my god, I hate those things. Fuck.
See, I don't mind trans headcanons so long as they don't like force that it's like canon that they're trans, you know? Like they're all like, no, like they are trans, like they are, and it's like, okay, where's your proof? Because they're like,
I get it when character is androgynous, but Christ, shut the fuck up about it. It's just a story. No one cares about the sexuality. That's not the part of the story. Jesus, guys.
Exactly. It's like, because the one guy, he made this post, and it's just like, Link isn't trans, Danny Fenton isn't trans, and then there's like a bunch of other characters that he listed, but those are the only
Oh,
two that I
God.
remember. And then everyone's like, Link is canonically trans because he wore Zelda's dress in Hyrule Warriors, and it's like, okay, so wearing a different set of clothing automatically makes you trans. Okay.
What's
Plus,
the other thing that
not to
Chapman-
mention, there's like 50,000 different timelines in the Zelda universe.
Exactly. And not only that, but literally the creators confirmed that Link was male. And they're like, it's supposed to be self-insert because you can change his name, and it's like, it doesn't, just because, no.
Come on, guys. My thing with that is that if the sexuality or the gender identity doesn't play a part in the story, why even mention it?
Exactly.
Like, who cares? I mean, like, Legend of Korra, they weren't going to revolve the whole story around the fact that Korra and whatever the other chick's name was gay. In fact, the story ended great. I mean, shit, they didn't focus on that whole entire thing. It just ended with them holding hands. It was subtle. It wasn't a huge in-your-face thing. I don't get why these people have to make it into that.
Well, because a bunch of Tumblrites will not be happy unless if it is in your face, unless if it's like explicit, and at that point when it's like very explicit, it generally becomes very stereotypical.
Yeah.
And then it's just kind of a problem because then there's actually people who are part of LGBT, and then they're just like, can you fucking not?
Well, a lot of these people claim to be part of the LGBT by pretending to be demi-gender, demi-boy, demi-girl, whatever the hell it is.
What does that even mean?
It means that you think that you're a boy a teeny tiny little bit, but you're not.
Okay, I'll
It's
explain
pretending
this.
to be trans, essentially.
I'll explain this because I actually had a blog because I used to identify as non-binary, I guess, but I don't really care at this point. I'm just kind of like whatever. I mean, what it doesn't matter, but it's like there's these I made like a blog so that people could talk to each other, whatever, for whoever identified as non-binary or whatever. And then someone was like, "Oh, can demi boys and demi girls join?" I was like, "Oh, the fuck, what is fucking?" And there's like a bunch of stupid gender identities that are basically the same thing, like gender neutral, gender. I don't know what that. I don't know how to pronounce that, but it's basically the same thing as like agender, but I don't know. I just lump it all together because there's really like I don't know. It's stupid, but demi boy, demi girl is like, oh, I think I'm a little bit of a girl slash boy, respectively, and I'm also something else, but I don't know what it is.
You know, personally, I think the gender spectrum, whatever the hell it's called, exists on a mental level, not so much a physical level with people, but because that shit isn't black and white, really. But when it comes to the demi-boy thing, you can tell these people are just reaching to feel like they are accepted into the trans community when they really aren't, because they just want to feel special. It's kind of annoying.
I was talking to this one person, and it was really funny because I was like, I was just, hey, they were like, hey, are you online? I need to talk to someone. I was like, yeah, sure, what's up? What do you need to talk about? And they said to me, they were just like, I think I'm star gender, and I was like, what?
What?
Like,
I'm Pepsi.
I would have responded with, I think you're fucking crazy.
I was just,
Done that.
I didn't want to be rude though, because they were kind of my friend, and then they were also one of those people who kind of have that set of followers who just don't like not being accepted at all. So if you deny anything, even if it's like the stupidest thing,
Oh, yeah.
then they'll shit on you. So I didn't want to be rude or say anything. I'm not gonna say names, but it was just really stupid, and
Yeah.
I was just like, okay, I don't really. I just didn't want to be mean, so I was like, oh, that's.
You know, that's the
Great.
thing, is that you just, when somebody comes with you and your friend, they say stuff like that, it's like you want to say something, but you don't want to be mean. Like, somebody approached me from the Moral Oral fandom, we had like a Skype session going on, they're like, are you really otherkin with Reverend Putty? And I'm just like, wait, you think I'm serious? I was joking. And then I felt bad. And then I saw their profile, which you actually read aloud on the first Skype thing. I mean, not the first Skype thing, the first podcast. I was like, oh shit, what if they hear this? They totally know I'm podcasting. They
doesn't
haven't talked
matter.
to me since, which is pretty good because I found them annoying. But still, I felt bad for them because they think that they're otherkin with Moral Oral and a million other things.
Well, it's just like, I don't know. It's the thing is that they weren't that close of a friend to me that I could be like brutally honest.
Yeah, that too.
Because there's like a certain level of friendship where you can actually be brutally honest. Like me, you and Shormu, I can be totally like a dick to you guys, and you'd be like,
Yeah.
yeah, I can understand.
Basically.
I feel bad for some of those kids though, because they're doing it because they just want to feel like they're a part of some kind of niche, but like it's over the top, and they're going through all these things and questioning their very existence just for feeling that they are accepted in some internet community. It's kind of like you're putting a lot of stress on yourself and your identity just to feel accepted. It's just like, come on, guys.
Yeah, I agree.
Back in middle school, there was this one chick named Malaysia who was actually a fairly decent person, and there was nothing really wrong with her. She wasn't over the top with anything. She liked a few shows and stuff. But as high school rolled around, started doing shit like changing outfits from like just plain outfits to like short black skirts, torn fishnet stockings, black high heels, wearing like an entire bucket of eyeliner and facial makeup every day. Like same for like fishnet arms and stuff. Like generally just going extremely goth in the outfits.
Mm-hmm.
Throwing a bucket of hair gel on, spiking it every day so it looked like she just got out of bed, and would just get worse and worse. Started saying like, I watch Supernatural, which makes me special. Not to knock the people who like Supernatural, but don't act like it makes you special.
Fucking
It's a TV
super
show.
Gulag.
I'm not methkin because I watch fucking Breaking Bad.
You know, my mom
Not
liked
Tyson
Supernatural and Sherlock, so it's just like, you do realize what the people that like those show are like, right? So I started sending her all the gay fan pictures of them, and then all of a sudden she's like, I can't watch that show anymore. Fuck you, Reverend.
When I was younger, I went to my friend's house, and I stayed at her house because it was her birthday, and we had a sleepover, and we watched the first season of Supernatural, and I fell asleep halfway through. It's actually like an interesting show, which is kind of a shame because the fandom is shitty, and it's like the same thing with Doctor Who. Like, my world history teacher, Mr. Kukwa, he is a huge Doctor Who fan, and he uses the episodes to teach the class as like another source of media. We watch movies and stuff all the time in that class, but anyways, so every Friday we would watch a Doctor Who episode, and I actually didn't mind it because the story's interesting. I think like the concept is really cool, but I cannot stand the fandom that, and sometimes a lot of the episodes are really cheesy and kind of like dorky. It's kind of like the same thing with the it's kind of the same thing with like the Brass Teapot. Like I felt like a lot of the scenes were not as serious as they should be for what was going on.
Well, you gotta have a little bit of comedic whatever.
Comedic relief.
Yeah, comedic relief.
Well, yeah, obviously, but I don't know. I think that if you're gonna do something where it's like, oh, this guy's trying to save the world all the time, he could die. I mean, it should be kind of serious. I don't know.
Yeah.
That might just be me, but
You know, I'm so glad that the fandoms I'm in are like that. Also, the reason I watched a few episodes of Supernatural, but I never got into it. But part of the reason it was kind of cool to me was that the the main FBI director from X-Files was in it. I'm just like, ooh, yeah, fuck yeah, I love the X-Files. It's like my favorite show ever. So I tried to watch it, but never got into it.
nice.
X-Files is a great show, and the fandom doesn't suck dick. Woo.
I like How to Get Away with Murder because there's not really much of a fandom, and the most the fandom does that I've seen so far is just, wouldn't it be cool if this happened? Oh, I think this might happen in the next episode, and then there's just like gifs of what happened during the last episode. So it's kind of nice and small.
like fandoms like that.
Yeah,
Hannibal
it's
was
nice.
kind of like that too. Everybody's just like, oh yeah, look at this gay ass shit. Yeah, Mads Mikkelsen was in a Rihanna video. Yeah, it's kind of funny. And I like fandoms where they're just laid back about it.
Yeah. That's kind of like the Saints Row fandom. Saints Row fandom is really small. There's like a very small fan base for it. Well, it's not like a very small fan base. Like I'm sure there's a lot of people who've played the game, but I guess the active members of the fandom, they're not bad at all. Like they just mostly post screen caps, and sometimes they have like the little ask blog, like, oh, ask Saints boss, blah blah blah, whatever, because you can make your own character and shit. And Saints Row is a very fun game. I really like Saints Row. I have to play Saints Row 4 because I have it on Steam, because my friend bought it for me a while ago, and we were gonna play together, but we haven't.
Plays the shit out of that game.
It's a fun game. I love that game.
You want to know what else is a fun game? Is fucking Gmod. I love that shit.
Oh god, I've seen other people
Me,
play it, but I've never played it. It looks so much
me and
fun.
my one of my friends in real life, like, there's roleplay servers, and he's like obsessed with everything German, so he goes on to like a World War II roleplay server.
Oh
And
god.
sometimes there's like they make the people huge, and they have the mega Fuhrer and all this weird ass shit, and people go around leaving Nazi jokes all over the fucking place.
Oh my
It's so
god.
fucking hilarious.
Good times, good times.
Yes, good fucking time.
um, Sharmu hasn't spoken in a while.
Yeah, I haven't really gotten a chance.
Alright, go ahead.
Nor a place to throw my own input, because I don't do much of what you were just talking about
Oh.
with the Saints Row and all the Tumblr and shit like that.
You don't play
Oh.
video games?
I play Minecraft and Counter-Strike. I haven't had the time to play anything else.
That's pretty lame.
Honor, were you there when I was fucking dying thanks to sleep deprivation and everything back in, like, May?
Back in May. I don't know if I was. I don't know
think
when
you
we
were.
started talking. I actually don't remember.
I'll go through that and check in a minute.
Knock yourself out, buddy.
BRT knocking myself out.
Okay. Rest in peace, Sharmu. On the topic of video games still, I think a game that I really like playing online is Kid Icarus Uprising. It's kind of an older game now, but it's super fun to play online, and there's not a lot of lag, surprisingly, which is really nice. And I kick ass at that game. That's one game that I'm actually really good at, and it's really nice because sometimes I just suck really bad at video games, and then everyone's like, "Oh, you suck," and I'm like, I promise I'm actually good at some video games, but this just isn't my game. But
You-
I used like a short range weapon. The weapon that I used it was the one with the shortest range. It's called like the Magnus Club, but I'm really good at close combat, so it's whatever. And I remember one time I was playing online and there was this person and their username was like Brony with a horse emoji or something, and I was like, oh, and I literally just hunted them down the entire time because I was like, fuck bronies,
Yeah.
Sorry, I know you're a brony, Reverend, but
I am not a. I am a horse. I'm a
We
cartoon
started
horse
talking
enthusiast.
on March 29th.
oh, good to know.
I'm a cartoon horse enthusiast. Excuse you. Plus, I'm technically not a dude, so like, I can get away with it and not be gross.
Stop stealing My Little Pony from girls. It's for females.
Oh my god, I found out the other day my little cousins like My Little Pony, and they were drawing all the ponies, and it's just like, I've seen porn of this shit. Oh my god, those poor children. And the moment they search it on Google, they're gonna see a bunch of pony porn, and their innocence is just gonna be instantly shattered. I feel so bad for them.
Yeah, maybe if their safe search is off, but I doubt that they're even allowed to use the internet.
You never know. When I was a little kid, I started using the internet at like age 4. And just kind of fucked around and went on Google Images and looked at shit.
That's kinda- I used to do
Let's
that
talk about
too.
the Sonic fandom.
Okay. I was a part of this when I was younger because at age 9 I joined YouTube and then I made very shitty animations which are no longer around because I deleted them all.
I want to see them.
They're gone. I don't have
No longer
them.
around.
Like I created them on Windows Movie Maker, like the old Windows Movie Maker, and it was on my dad's computer. It was a desktop, but it broke a very long time ago because it got filled with viruses. So, yeah. Anyways, that's my story about the Sonic fandom. How about you guys?
I remember those good
I
old
started
days.
playing Sonic the Hedgehog when I was about 10.
I never played
No.
Sonic.
When I played Sonic the Hedgehog, I started by playing Sonic Adventure 2 Battle on the GameCube, and I would always play as Sonic the Hedgehog escape level because it was the best level, and I knew everything about that level, and every other level was very bad. And eventually I got it on the computer, and you cannot play that with the keyboard.
Oh.
You literally cannot play it on a keyboard because you only have 8 movement directions, as opposed to hundreds.
Lovely.
Sonic the Hedgehog, gotta go fast.
I think
Gotta go faster. Gotta go really fast.
Okay, I was reliving my childhood yesterday because I was watching a bunch of old Sonic videos because like I said when I was younger, when I was 9 years old I joined YouTube and I watched a lot of Sonic videos. So I was rewatching some of them and I forgot how great some of them were. I was like, "Holy shit." Like the comedy's not even that great. I'm pretty sure I sent them to you guys. There's this one, it's called Shadow Hates Colors or whatever, and it's basically just a really shitty I actually don't want to say that because the animation's pretty decent considering it's old, but it's this music video for the song Paint It Black, and it's Shadow the Hedgehog singing it, and it's really great. And I'm pretty sure I sent it to both you guys. I'll put a link
I
up.
didn't see that.
I'll put a link up in the annotation thing for yeah. I'll put it up there, or you can just YouTube Shadow Hates Colors.
Oh, dude, I was doing the same thing the other day, except it wasn't so much my childhood as much as I was 16 and I used to watch those Team Fortress Source movie maker videos, and I used to like this one person named Kitty0706 or something like that,
Mm-hmm.
and I found out they died, and I was like sad about that for a good 10 minutes because their Source movie maker videos were great.
Oh
They
god.
were fucking hilarious.
Team Fortress Fabulous.
Yes, Team Fortress Fabulous. It was hilarious.
Oh god, that's really depressing.
It was. I was sad. I was like, holy crap. I was not expecting that when I went to go relive my childhood. Jesus.
Speaking of my childhood, I remember when I was a lot of my childhood revolved around the Sonic fandom. I'm sorry to everyone, but there's this one chick who I used to kind of be friends with, and her Sonic character was really cute. I'll see if I can try and remember her DeviantArt username because it's still up as like a memorial thing. But she died of cancer, and it was really depressing because she was really cool and I really liked her character, and yeah, she just straight up died of cancer in 2010 or something. So I was just like, oh,
Oh my.
it was
Oh
very
my god.
very depressing. But I'll see if I can find a picture of her Sonic Sona or whatever because it was really cute. So you guys can like talk about other shit while I'm searching.
Well.
Never was a Sonic. I was never into Sonic the Hedgehog at all. I can't even draw Sonic the Hedgehog. Many efforts on my DeviantArt.
I'd put those up, except we'd probably get taken down off YouTube here.
Yeah, let's not.
Yeah.
It already got my favorite one got deleted once, so I think we probably shouldn't.
If
I think I could also get arrested for that technically.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I remember some guy had a bunch of porn of Lisa Simpson on his computer, and he got arrested for it. Even though it's fictional, it still counted against him in court because he would. Yep, I can't believe somebody would do that. Also, I didn't know Tails was 5 for the record, and Star Syringe told me to draw him, so it's I got banned for child porn.
Wait, you got banned?
Tails is also like 20
No, I didn't get banned. I'm still on. I mean, my picture got deleted. Sorry.
Oh, okay. I got really worried there.
No one told me he was 5. You didn't tell me.
He's 7? How dare you? I'm pretty sure. I don't know. It changes though, that's the thing.
I should have done that. That's a good point.
I don't
I could have left his massive schlong up there ready to see.
Because technically,
No, you can. You can.
Depends on what country you're in.
Well, I drew kind of porn a shadow after that, and he's like 50 apparently. I didn't know that either. I actually bothered to Google
But he's
that.
also a clone.
A clone of what?
Sonic.
Shadow.
Shadow is a clone of
How
Sonic.
Sonic.
Self as well.
Well, yeah. But...
What the fuck?
The Shadow we know of Shadow.
Yeah,
who was
because
a clone of Sonic.
Original Shadow's a clone of Sonic, and then Shadow got cloned again, and he's 50 years old, and yeah. It's hard to explain. You'd be surprised at like the amount of detail in kind of the Sonic type of shit. I don't know.
My mind is blown. I didn't know that this had any depth to it, honestly.
Well, you're welcome. Also, I
think
found...
I've seen
Sorry, go
Isn't the
ahead.
original Shadow like hella fucking weird? I'm trying to look for it because I think I saw it once in the Ego Raptors Chaotix. Whatever thing. The 90s.
So let's talk about the fact that fucking Satoru Iwata died. I probably shouldn't have prefaced that with fucking rest in peace, Satoru Iwata. You will be missed. One of the few guys that cared about video games anymore. Let's talk about, like, speaking of Shadow the Hedgehog, let's talk about video games. Let's talk about modern video games and how the quality's going. What do you guys think?
I mean, I don't really play new games when they come out, so I don't have much to. Because all I. Wait, are we talking about specifically Nintendo games, or.
Let's start with Nintendo.
Honestly, I liked the aesthetic of the older games, but that's just me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess it is just me for real.
So,
I.
probably should have written a script up for this.
Yeah, we probably should. Also, I just found the original Sonic Shadow.
Literally no one's watched this one.
That's fine.
I don't blame them. We kind of fucked this one up.
We should probably name this one the shittiest episode.
The shittiest episode so far.
Cream of the crap.
Cream de la crap.
Did you advertise?
I advertised.
I advertised. Sorry. Also, I found the original profile of the one girl who died of cancer, but I cannot find any good pictures of the character. Also, whoever, because I guess when she died, she gave her account to whoever's owning it now, and they're kind of what? I don't even. You know, fuck it. I'll just Google images this, cause yeah. But sorry. Okay, for contributing to the conversation about the thing. Personally, I don't know about like new Nintendo games. Like, I kind of think that they should stop remaking Pokemon games and just come up with a new idea, or just stop the series, because it's getting, like, yeah, it's great that a lot of like old games got remakes and stuff, and that's great and all, but it's still the same. It's the same thing, just with better graphics. I don't.
Yeah.
That's kind of my opinion on it. Although I did really. Go ahead. Sorry.
The thing is that those are their biggest thing to remake it and make it better.
It's a Freddy's.
Okay, Five Nights at Freddy's. Pokemon at least takes effort because they do new species of Pokemon like every time they come out. Five Nights at Freddy's is just a load of rehashed crap that's been eaten and shit.
The first game was good. I'm gonna be honest. The first game as a game, it was good.
Yeah.
Second game, it was also good, but it just took the first one and just hyped up the concept. The third one wasn't the same at all. Like, at all.
What the fuck was the third one? I didn't even know they had a third one.
There's also going to be a fourth one in a...
Why? Why would they do that?
They also are coming out a movie.
Much money. Yeah.
They're also putting a movie out.
Fucking movie?
Yeah.
I don't blame Scott, though. The dude, like, was critically panned for his original games because he was, like, a Christian game maker. And then, like, just... Everyone's like, your sprites look like animatronics. And he's like, you know what? I'll make them animatronics then. And then fucking Five Nights at Freddy's happened.
I don't think...
I don't blame him, though. He's probably made, like, millions of dollars off of it.
Well, yeah, probably. I don't know. I don't like Five Nights at Freddy's. I don't know. Like, the concept is creepy, but just everyone's... I hate it because everyone's always like, oh my god, it's so scary. It's not fucking scary. It's jump scares. Jump scares don't count as actually scary.
Yeah.
If you want to play, like, I feel...
If you want to play scary game, play Sad State, and you can only find it in certain places, and it's creepy as shit.
I will try and find that, because that actually sounds very scary. I think some of the scariest games that freak me out, even when I watch other people play it, is, shit, what's it called? Vanish, I think it's called. And it's, Markiplier played it, actually. I'll put a link up to that, even though everyone already probably saw it. Anyways, whatever. Shout out to Markiplier, by the way, he's cool. Uh, fucking, it's this game, and basically, you go down hallways, and it's randomly generated. So you can't, if you go down a hall far enough and then you turn back, it's not going to be the same. And you can't really see that far in front of you, but there's monsters in there, and they rely on sound to find you. So you're not supposed to run or anything. And it's very spoopy, and I'll have to link you the video where Markiplier plays it, because it's very, very scary.
My favorite kind of games like that are the games that give you a sense of dread, like you're just waiting for
Yeah.
something to come out. Not so much that it's a jump scare, but just the thought that, okay, something is going to attack me and it's waiting over there.
Yeah.
The dread itself is what makes it scary, not the random jump scare where a random animatronic comes and screams in your face.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's scary at first, but you're going to expect it. When you have dread, you're going to, like, dread it coming over there.
Yeah.
You get the sense of fear.
Exactly.
Like,
that's what,
I don't know.
That's what, no, I totally get what you mean, and that's what Markiplier actually explained in his video. He's like, this is one of the only games that actually make me dread playing it. I fucking hate playing this game. But he ended up doing, like, an 11-part playthrough of it because everyone was just like, oh, you didn't actually beat the game. You didn't actually beat the game. Because he...
With Five Nights at Freddy's or Vanish?
Vanish. Fuck Five Nights at Freddy's. No one cares about that. We're done with that topic.
People did the same thing to him.
Yeah, I don't like Five Nights at Freddy's. I think it's a shitty game, personally. I don't think it's scary at all, and I don't like the hype about it. Like, I think it's a decent game, but it doesn't deserve all the hype that it has.
It got me to jump
got so
once,
much
but the
hype.
hype drives me insane.
The only reason it got that hype is because of Markiplier.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that too.
But, sorry, I was talking about Vanish. Vanish, the goal is you have to get, like, a key and then some other thing, and then you have to go turn shit on, and then you can get out of where you are. And it's spoopy, but it's difficult because it's randomly generated, so you could get really lucky and find the 2 rooms right away, or you could be really unlucky and take 8 hours to find the room.
Oh, jeez.
Same goes for the original 2 Five Nights at Freddy's. Markiplier had to play the hardest mode because everyone's like, you have to play it. But, like, the first 2, the way you won was completely based off chance, pretty much. Especially the first one, because even if you did the absolute most perfect run, you would not have enough power to make it all the way to 6 a.m., and your victory hinged on the end sequence being the longest out of, like, 4 different, like, lengths.
Mm-hmm.
So we spent, like, 8 hours doing it, and, like, a good 6 hours of those were actual, like, runs that would have made it.
Yeah. There's another game that's actually really scary that makes me cringe, even, like, I just, thinking about it just freaks me the fuck out. I'm trying to remember the name. It was, I explained this to both of you guys, I think, at one point. Maybe I linked you guys. It's this one game, and you go to, like, you're a reporter, and then you go to this old insane asylum, and then, you have to go around and collect folders full of data, and, shit, I want to say it's After Dark, but I know that's not even close to the name, but it's a really scary game, and, I don't want to spoil the ending, because it actually has plot to it, but it's really, it has that sense of survival, because it's not just random jump scares. It's not like, oh, jump scare, I'm dead. No, you hear the people coming, and you have to, like, hide under beds and in between walls and shit, so it's freaky, and it's just, I'm gonna Google what the name is, because I don't remember, and it's pissing me off, and I'm just, I don't, what is it called? PT is
I played this.
scary
Oh,
too.
what?
PT is scary too.
I'm trying to think.
I like the Game Grumps playing that.
Yeah.
Because Aaron went up to look at one of the windows, and, like, Dan's just like, no, I'm not fucking doing this anymore. And then, like, Dan's like, what just happened? Hello?
We're
What?
still here. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Oh, like, everything went dead silent. So I
Yeah,
was
we're
confused.
waiting for you to talk.
No, but, like, the background noise disappeared.
Oh, yeah, I muted myself because I just moved around. That's why.
Dan's like, no, I'm fucking done. I'm not doing this shit anymore. And, like, then Aaron moves away from the people and says, there's no turning back now. And it's like, no, fuck you. You can't tell me what to do. Which is timed really well.
This one game though that this one game that I was talking about before, the one where you go to like an insane, it's like Achievement Hunter did a playthrough of it too, and Jeff just like kept on walking backwards throughout the entire game because he was so scared. Everyone's just like, man up, Jeff, come on, just man up, just walk. And he's like, no, and he's like sitting there like bawling his eyes out pretty much. I don't know, it was funny. At least I thought it was funny. But,
What a baby! I'm just like, I don't want to look at it. I don't want to see it come near me.
well, you don't want to turn around. Oh, oops. Sorry, that was me checking out the fucking thing. I'm an idiot. Cause I went on Markiplier's YouTube channel to find out what the game was fucking called. But Outlast, that's the fucking game. It's called Outlast. It's such a scary game.
That game was apparently very spooky.
It's so spooky, holy shit. I wanna buy it and then cry.
I totally forgot what game it was, but PewDiePie actually played it. I know PewDiePie has cancer, blah, blah, blah. I actually kind of like him, I'm sorry. But I forgot what it was called. It was like Haunted something. And it was like an indie game, and he was trying it out. It was like in this house, and things would randomly appear, like tribal things. And I don't know about you guys, but the whole apparition shadow shape where it's vaguely human and it's black somewhere freaks me the fuck out. So it'd have those around just like there, and it wouldn't move, it wouldn't flash, it wasn't anything like that. It was just subtly in the background, and you'd notice it, and you'd be like, holy shit, what the fuck is that? And then you just like feel the dread come to you, and it was just like, oh fuck.
Oh god.
I totally forgot the name though.
That reminds me of this one. Okay, I like to watch a lot of ghost shows and stuff. This actually we can segue this into a question that we had from last week. But because we're talking about like spooky shit. But I watched this. I think it was like Celebrity Ghost Stories. I forget who the celebrity was, but she was talking about how she was sitting in her bed and she could hear talking downstairs, and then she was just like, who's there? And then the talking stopped, and then she heard footsteps. Her door opened. There was no one there, and she was freaking out. She sat up in her bed, and then she heard like something crawl up like onto her headboard. And cause she's like saw shit. She saw like some human deformed thing crawling around on the ground. Oh, crawling around on the ground.
This?
It's not a movie. It's just a show. I think it's Celebrity Ghost Stories or some shit. I don't know. It is some
I
of
watch a lot of shows like that.
I watched Insidious 3 the other day, and it was really not good. Especially so many of the jump scares were just predictable. Like, for example, spoiler alert, one of the scenes was involving the girl who basically got crippled from the beginning of the movie, so it really inhibited her being able to run away. Basically, she was dragged upstairs in the apartment building by this one spook thing who was about to drag her out of the big, tall, like, the highest story window.
Yeah.
And then her dad, like, heard her screaming, so he runs up with a baseball bat and, like, sees her getting dragged out of the window and pulls her back in. So then he, like, looks around at, like, the slimy footsteps all over, and then it goes to a point of view camera, and he, like, looks over the window, and there's, like, a dead body at the bottom. And he's like, oh, dang, someone jumped out. And then, like, the girl did the same camera shot looking over the window, and what do you think happened the moment, like, the camera went over the window?
Yeah.
The dude was right there. All of its scares were based on how loud it was, to be completely honest.
Yeah, that's how a lot
Especially
of jump scares work.
when you're in a theater and, like, you have surround sound, none of the visuals are really that scary as much as, like, the massive sound it plays, even though in the actual scene there wouldn't be that much sound.
Yeah.
She'd just look over the window and it would just be there.
Yeah.
It's like the sound.
It's okay. Honestly, scary movies really rely on ambience and their music track, because if you've ever watched a silent movie, if you've ever watched a silent movie without music,
Have you ever watched a silent movie with sound?
if you've ever watched a horror movie without sound, it's not scary at all. I think one of my favorite horror movies actually is Mama, and it's
Oh my god.
I fucking
love
love
that
that
one.
movie. Spoiler alert. I'm gonna put like a bunch of annotations in that say, "Oh, skip here to."
That movie
Spoiler.
scared the piss out of me.
It was actually like really creepy, and it actually had a good story, because generally, like a lot of horror movies that I've ever watched, they just don't have any plot to them at all, so they make no sense, and they're just so shitty. But this one actually had such a good plot. Oh, it was nice.
The thing with that though is that Guillermo, however you pronounce that, is actually a really fucking good director, and he made Pan's Labyrinth. It's the same dude. He's fucking good at that shit. Anyways, go on. Sorry.
basically the movie is about these two girls, and I guess their dad killed their mom or something, and then he takes them into like this cabin in the woods, and then they're like, oh, what the fuck, and then this cabin I guess is haunted or whatever, and then or I don't know who killed the mother. I think it was the dad.
She
Anyways,
killed herself because she was running away with the baby and she wanted to jump off. She wanted to keep her baby, so she jumped off a cliff. Hence why she's all
no, no,
cracked
no, no,
up
no.
like that.
I'm not talking
Spoilers.
about. I'm not talking. Well, yeah, I'll put an annotation so people can just skip over it. But I'm not talking about the actual like mother. I'm talking about the mother of the two children who were raised by the monster. I'm pretty
Oh yeah,
sure.
the mother was killed by the dad.
Yeah, and then the monster killed the dad, and then the monster raised these two children, and then some people, this lady and this dude, I guess, they found this wood cabin, and they found the two little girls, and then they took them in and raised them, but then the monster was like, what the fuck, I want my children back. So, she was like haunting everything, and it was spoopy, and it was actually like legitimately creepy, and it had a good plot, and I
Yeah.
liked it a lot.
You
It was
know,
good.
if anybody wants to see any good horror movies, Asian horror movies are the best. Like it's just they are jump scares, but the thing that makes it so different is that the Japanese especially, their perception of the way a ghost looks is entirely different from ours, and the culture is entirely different. It's not just some spooky shadow thing. It's like, have you seen The Ring? That's what they think ghosts look like. They're called yureis, and all those movies are so good because the creatures aren't what you expect them to be, like from an American standpoint, and the whole fact that the culture's different makes it fucking amazing.
You should
Like,
link a couple pictures so I can put them up, maybe.
okay. Well, everyone knows what the ring is. That girl is how they perceive ghosts in Japan for the most part. And the original Japanese Ring kicks some major ass. It's so good.
I don't know what the ring is, so you're gonna have to link me because I'm lazy.
Oh, okay.
Isn't the ring like
loser.
the ring? Oh no, I'm thinking of something different.
When I think of the ring though,
Grudge.
oh,
The grunge and the ring are the same thing. Ring and grunge. Yeah. Well, they're not the same thing, but like.
The girl who comes out of
they're
the
both
TV
Japanese.
kills people.
Yeah, the grunge is different, but the ring, yeah, she comes out of the TV and kills people.
oh.
She comes out of the TV and kills people.
That almost sounds like playing I forget what the Japanese word for it is. But it's like you play a hide and seek by yourself. You basically get a doll possessed, and then you play hide and seek with it in your house, and
oh yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, it's actually super spooky, and like you're
They have
supposed
an
to.
American version of that. It's called The Midnight Man or something like that.
Oh yeah. I know what the Midnight Man is. Because they made a game based off of it, but that's lame. But the thing with the doll though is like dolls are already creepy. If you're stabbing
Dolls
them, in,
very creepy.
if you're okay, honestly, my grandma, I think it was my grandma McLean. She had these little clown doll things, and they were kind of cute. But at night, it's just they're like staring at you, and it's like, please no. Mm. It's just super spoopy, and I don't like that, and I don't know. But anyways, I don't know. Dolls are creepy. There's actually this one island. I forget where it is, but it has a bunch of broken dolls on it and stuff, and people just put dolls there, and then the place is supposedly haunted. And I'd like to see. I find this stuff really interesting, and I'd like to go to a bunch of haunted places, but I get really freaked out.
I'm actually planning on going and breaking into a haunted place Ghost Adventures actually went to near us called Preston Castle. Somebody got murdered in the basement, and then somebody else got murdered outside of it when they were trying to escape, so I'm going to go in the basement, even though it's totally illegal to even get in there, but that shit is so fucking interesting, and there's so much haunted shit here, it's great.
Did you send me the link in the chat?
No, I didn't.
Okay, because I have a Skype message.
I'll send you that afterwards.
Okay, I was just wondering who messaged me and if I should click on it or not. But for one of our music trips, we went to Ottawa, and besides doing music, we went and did a couple tours of different places that they have in Ottawa, and they have this one prison there that's been there for a long ass time. I don't even remember how long, but it's this old jail, and they were telling us they took a tour with us to this place. Throughout this place, and it's haunted, but the thing is that you can also stay there. It's also a hotel, and you're allowed to stay there. And they were telling us stories about how inmates would live, and like how a couple of them died and whatnot. And they were taking us down this one thing, and while they were taking us down the stairs, there was slide-looking things, and then someone was like, "Oh, why do they have slide-looking things here?" And they're like, "Oh, it's so that the inmates didn't jump off and try and kill themselves. It's suicide. It's like suicide prevention things." And they were like, "Oh," and then everyone kind of got freaked out, and then they led us down this one other hall, and it had another, and then they had like a set of stairs at the end of it. So we went down there, and there was more suicide prevention shit, whatever. And then they took us to the actual place where they hung criminals, and it was just like you could feel the tension in the air. You could feel the difference. It was really creepy and eerie. And then they took us outside at the end of the tour, and there's this concrete slab. And the thing is that they used to bury all the dead criminals and stuff that they hung back there. And the lore is that if you jump on the concrete and be disrespectful to the ghost, you'll get a bloody nose. But I would have, but then they banned it after a while, so we weren't allowed to do it. So the tour guide was like, "Don't do it," and I was like, "Oh, that sucks. Whatever."
Yeah.
But it was super interesting though, and they had one other thing. They had another thing to tell us. They were like, we used to let people stay on the 8th floor, but the 8th floor is one of the most haunted ones, and people always get freaked out. We offer it as a free room if they can stay there the entire night, but no one has done it yet because people just get so freaked out about it, and I don't know.
Because I'd be totally down with doing that. The whole thing behind that is that you have the idea already in your head that ghosts are in there, so if you went in there without any idea that ghosts are in there, you'd probably be able to stay the whole night.
Yeah.
But you gotta take the tour first in order to get it.
Yeah.
I'd be totally down with it knowing there's ghosts in there, because I just sit there, smoke a lot of weed, and just be like, "Hey guys, what's up?"
That's basically what me and my brother Adam did once, minus like the drugs or whatever. But we stayed up till 8 in the morning once, and we were just like, "Yeah, well, what if your grandma watches you while you're masturbate because she's like dead?" And we just like had stupid conversation like that, and we were just like, yeah, fuck ghosts, and we just like started lipping ghost off, right? We're just like, fuck ghosts, they're fucking assholes, blah 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 blah. And then it was funny. Yeah. And it was funny, because then we both got freaked out. We were like, oh, we probably shouldn't be, lipping ghost stuff. They're probably gonna come kill us. So.
BTW, if my fucking dad's out there haunting me, he can suck a dick.
Have you tried talking to your dad through a Ouija board?
No.
You should.
No, I don't even own I own a Luigi board.
Make one out of a pizza
I bought
box.
it from
Still
Nintendo.
works.
Rest in peace, Iwata.
Yeah, make one out of a pizza box. It still works. I mean, it didn't work for me when I went to my friend's house and tried it, but that's because she also sucks ass and her house isn't haunted, so whatever.
My mom thinks her loft is haunted. And
Yeah,
I tried to make a Ouija board out of a pizza
A
box.
Ouija
and my mom was
box?
like, "No, don't," and then she kicked me out. And she told my grandpa on me, and my grandpa's like hella superstitious. And he's like telling her to put onion near her bed so she stays safe at night. All this weird ass shit. Yeah, some Italian voodoo shit. I don't know. My great grandma used to leave onions all over the house. It was kind of crazy. But, like,
You're supposed to
I
leave
think
salt.
it's haunted, and I'm
Sherman,
laughing my
fucking
ass
stop
off.
typing. God damn. I'm sorry, but your keyboard's so loud.
I'm gonna buy an even like a harder mechanical keyboard next.
Well,
And, like place it right underneath the mic.
if you're gonna type, then at least mute the microphone. Please and thank.
I can't pull up the little box that lets me mute it anymore.
Uh-oh, spaghetti, what are you gonna do?
Don't be upset, you have some spaghetti.
Guys, the spaghetti joke was last week's thing, come on.
Yo, Otter, filter the chat.
What?
Oh, we're getting raided.
Are we? Gross.
Are we? Oh.
This dude's like 9, check out his fucking videos.
Top kick.
Hail Hitler, man.
It's him at the fucking bakery going, look at these apples!
Hell yeah, I want to gas some juice.
I'm not even looking at the chat because my internet will crash if I do.
Oh my god, he thinks he's raiding us. Bruh, I am a bee extraordinaire, and I have been on the Brittany Vente raids, and I am totally elite. You're such a scrub.
Fucking wrecked.
Oh yeah, use the N-word, that's so hardcore.
Maybe this is where we should end the podcast.
No.
Shout out to Yashiwa. The fuck kind of name is Yashua? It sounds Jewish. How can you hate
Yashua.
yourself, man? Shout out to Yashua Ramirez for leaving us Hitler jokes.
Beautibus.
He's gone.
Oh,
Rippin'.
burn. Sick burn.
Rip in fucking pieces.
Post it on B, get us more people.
Top kick.
Hey, let's put his fucking YouTube channel on the screen or some shit.
Yes, let's make Yashua Ramirez, excuse me, a recommended channel for being so edgy. What an edgelord.
Beautibus. Alright, I gotta set this. Alright, and then we go. Here's his beautiful shout out to this faggot for checking out our podcast and trying to be edgy. What the fuck is that? Are those potatoes with faces on them?
Cheeky cunt lord.
God bless. Joshua.
What kind of name is Yashua?
I'm Yashua. I'm a fucking cunt.
Let's watch this video. What is it? It looks like intestines.
Oh, it's 10.
Some shit he's like going, look at these apples at the bakery.
Hang on, I'll play
Is
it.
that
I'll play it. I'll play it. I'll see if it'll work even. Cause I'm streaming this. What if we get content ID'd? I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, they report us. I bet he didn't even make it.
Bananas. Wait, what the fuck?
Yeah, he sounds 10.
He probably is 10.
That was from a year ago, so he's probably 11 now.
Oh, he's a big kid now.
I'm a big kid now. Shout out to him for being cool and edgy.
Yes.
Anyways, we were talking about spoopy shit before, and then Cryptic Grin from last week was like, yo, you guys should talk more about fucking paranormal experiences, because that's cool.
Didn't we? I don't believe in that stuff. So,
Well,
Yeah.
I mean,
Ouija box,
yeah,
pizza box.
Ouija
You
box.
know what? I'm on a budget, okay? I tried.
So hard and guts of fire, but in the end, it doesn't even matter. Top kick. Fucking, I believe in that stuff, personally. I think it's neato burrito.
I believe in it too, because I just kind of want to go somewhere haunted and be like, whoa,
Me too.
there's a ghost here.
Dude,
Let's go to hell, man.
When you move to Canada, let's do that.
Yes.
And then
Hell yeah.
Sharmu can be a sourpuss and be like, I don't believe in that stuff.
Let's take Shormy into a
I
haunted
believe
place.
in ghosts. Well,
He'll kill the ghost vibe and they'll stay away from us.
Perfect. Do we have any other asks that we can answer? Oh, okay. From Emo to Gif. Nice. Hello again. More questions for the dynamic trio. What is the weirdest thing you've eaten? Also, what is the best compliment you've ever received? Can't wait for the next episode. Peace. Nice. Okay, go.
I got a good
What,
one for
Reverend?
this. My mom was doing this dumb diet, and she decided to have me do it with her. It was called the Tracy something diet. And essentially, all you ate was, like, not liquefied, but made into the consistency of potato kind of food. And it was, like, vegetables, but it wasn't potatoes. Potatoes were apparently bad. It was, like, carrots and this weird vegetable. I forgot what it's called.
still like baby food.
Yeah, it's like baby
food diet.
except it was homemade.
Yeah, that's fucking dumb.
It was wrong, and she made gazpacho, and that gazpacho was probably the worst thing I've ever eaten in my whole entire life. Nothing has beat that nasty ass fucking gazpacho. It was so wrong. And that is my story at the end.
The weirdest thing I've ever eaten. I mean, I've eaten shark before.
So why? Shark is actually pretty good.
It is pretty good.
It's pretty tasty. I don't know if, like, I ate I ate dog food once. I ate dried dog food once for a dare.
Haven't we all? I've done
I
that too.
Yeah, I guess I don't know. I haven't really eaten many weird things. I mean, if you consider like fried tentacles weird, then I guess I don't know. I like sushi a lot though, so I don't.
Calamari.
Yeah, I don't. I
Yes,
don't.
she's great, even if the fish itself is weird. I mean, I can't really say
It's
that's all that weird.
I like it though. I think it's tasty. I don't know. I don't really have anything that's weird. I mean, there's certain Canadian dishes that are considered really gross, but they're considered a delicacy in some parts here, like whale tongue. That's considered a
I would actually
delicacy.
try that.
I would just be afraid of like the texture of it. Like, ugh.
I'd try that.
Ugh.
I'd be totally down to try that.
Well, buy some online. I don't know. They're probably expensive though. That's the thing.
Yeah, probably. That's a delicacy. It's gonna be hella expensive.
I don't know. I've
What about
never
you,
had it.
Romeo? Did
Well,
Romeo die? Oh, okay, there he is.
no, I'm still here.
What's the weirdest thing you've eaten?
My own ass. My entire ass.
23%. Okay, and then the other half of this question is, what is the best compliment you've ever received? I don't know. I don't receive compliments much, and the time when I did, I don't want to remember it because fuck the person who did that because they're a piece of shit, and you guys both know who I'm talking about, so.
Let's see, what's the best compliment I've ever received? I remember nobody ever knows that I'm female, so everybody's just like, whoa, you're pretty. And we're just like, oh god. And it's usually creepy guys on DeviantArt that are like, whoa, you're so pretty. And it kills me inside, so I can't really say I'm too much of a fan of compliments from much of anyone.
Same. Like I'm into it if people are like, "Hey, you're good at." Actually, I think my favorite kind of compliment is when people are like, is when you wreck shit at a video game and then you just do fucking good and everyone just like loses their shit and they're like, "Oh!"
Oh shit.
Oh!
That yeah.
360 no scoped?
Yeah, that's like my favorite kind of compliment. It's just when everybody fucking like loses it. So hype people are cool. Shout out to them.
So we're gonna do the podcast more often once I'm not home, only once a week.
I mean, yeah, if you want to.
Perhaps.
If my mom doesn't scream
to
at me
be.
for being on the internet all the time.
If I don't get a job, also, which seems like likely as fuck since I haven't got a job.
Lovely. I need to get a job.
Adult life sucks, kids.
I need to get a job, but it's like, oh, I don't want to get a job yet. It's summer.
You're
I
so
want
lucky you have that option, dude.
I want to
My-
enjoy my life. Holy crap.
I have to get a job because I want to move out.
Gross.
So bad.
We all need to get jobs and live together.
Yes.
Just get like a modest house and like fucking live together.
Specifically
That
you,
would be-
Shorter. You make $300 per story. Rate more porn.
Yeah, but like I
Get
haven't
good.
gotten any since like May
Get
because
good.
I'm still working on those.
Get good.
Maybe if you drew.
If I actually sold my art, I'd probably make a decent living off of ripping off furries for crappy porn. But
Exactly.
I don't.
I can't draw porn. Not
I
yet.
can draw.
You can learn if you practiced.
Well, I do practice, but you just never see it because
Practice
none of them are ever good enough. I'm like, this looks weird. I don't want to post this. But I did start using that Reverend, what you suggested. Flip it horizontally. Yes, it does. Holy shit. But my art still looks like shit though.
It takes practice. Your art does not look like shit, first of all, but it doesn't. It takes practice.
It's just with
Also, if
it's
you
with
really-
humans. It's just with humans at
Also,
this point. I've been trying
Everybody
to
fucking
make
hates me when I suggest this, but the best place ever to get a critique is IC on 4chan. No one ever believes me. Everyone's always like, fuck you, man. You're telling me to post my shit on 4chan? No. This is the best place ever on the internet to get a real, 100% brutally honest critique. And I have posted my stuff on there, and yeah, it feels like shit at first, but they will give you great fucking critiques. And they will
The best
redline
critique you
your
have to
work.
get is from strangers.
That too.
I usually go on Reddit for that stuff, but the only shitty thing, I've been using Reddit a lot more lately, but the thing that I fucking hate about it is it's like, oh, you're a new user, you can't can't post stuff that quick, and it's like, fuck off, go away. Like,
And then I forget the account I made by the next day.
it's like it's nice that they have stuff to stop spam, which is nice, but they take it way too seriously. Which is like, oh, you gotta build up karma. It's like, fuck off. No one ever talks to me or anything. How am I supposed to fucking build up karma when I don't fucking post anything ever? But I don't know. Besides that, Reddit's pretty good. But yeah, I'll try doing that, but I probably will end up cringing, and then I'll give up on art for a week, and then I'll cry. I can't do that right now. I have art trees to finish.
Well, 1 hour, 20 minutes in.
Nice.
We gonna keep going?
I mean, yeah, if you guys want to. I don't really know where to bring this conversation to next. That's the thing.
I was about to just start doing our next time on Dead Nightclub shit.
Oh.
I'm like, wait, I don't know if you guys are ready for that.
I mean,
I only had like 3 sentences of input this episode.
Yeah, you haven't.
Because I'm used to fucking making a script beforehand.
Well,
I didn't actually know we were doing it today. I thought we just bailed for this week.
no, because we were gonna do it yesterday, but then Reverend was like, problems, and I was like, But
I'm
it was.
sorry, my grandparents constantly have medical problems. Welcome to my whole family's struggle.
Well, tell them to stop being fat piece of shit Americans, and maybe they'll
Yeah,
stop
right.
having medical problems.
The struggle is real.
The realest struggle of all. Are you a hot or cold weather type of person?
Cold.
Cold, for sure.
Cold. I hate the heat. Actually, no. I love the heat, but at a certain thing, because I do love the desert, honestly, but I don't know.
Edgy as fuck.
I do like the desert, okay? I love the desert. It's kind of cool. But I don't like the heat when it's over 100 fucking degrees.
I like the cold mainly because, A, I can wear oversized sweaters. B, I can wear my leather jacket. C, gives me excuse to get close to people for warmth.
Okay, I do love cold weather fashion, though. I like better in the winter.
Yeah, because then you can, like, cover up and stuff, and it's nice. And then it gives you, like, a reason to stay inside and drink chocolate that's heated.
Or Bailey's.
Yeah, that's true.
Fucking Bailey's is great.
The only thing I don't like about cold weather is having to walk to school while it's, like, blizzard. Okay. Fun story. I think it was 2 years ago, we had, like, this really, really bad ice storm here. It was the shittiest, like, there was ice on the trees, and trees were falling down because of it. And, power lines were broken because of it and shit, and, it was really bad. All the schools canceled. All the schools were canceled, except mine. So I had to fucking walk to school while trying not to die by slipping and sliding around because our city is retarded and they don't plow the sidewalks and they don't salt them either. They only
What the fuck?
Yeah, they only salt the roads and they only plow the roads, and even when they plow the roads, they dump it all into people's driveways. So then we have to shovel it. Yeah, it's fucking shitty. That's like the one thing that I hate about living in Canada.
They just since I'm in like Northeast Ohio, they just never even bother plowing our roads. Like they plow some of them, like the main ones, but they never plow the residential ones. On top of that, sometimes we'll just have snow pile more and more and more.
Yeah, I don't even know, but it was just like it was so bad, and then it was so stupid because the next day it was actually decent enough to go out and you could walk without possibly dying from either ice falling on you or you slipping and breaking your back. But the next day, all the schools were open except for mine, so they canceled the next day, but they made us go on a more dangerous day. And they were like, oh, well, we did it because it's not that cold out. And it's just, fuck off. Literally, it has to be, I think for it to be a snow day here, it has to be negative 35 degrees Celsius. I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit, so someone can Google that. But it's pretty cold.
I have never had a snow day because I live in the valley and it sucks. But every day we have to go to school and the summer is hell because it's hot as shit. Like if you sit with your legs folded up, you will instantly get sweaty to the point where you'll feel sweat rolling down your knees.
That's
It's
gross.
so gross.
So gross.
Hang on, let me do the Celsius to Fahrenheit. Fahrenheit.
Hi. Well,
Wah.
wow.
I'm done.
Welcome to that Nightclub episode 3. Please enjoy your stay.
Fucking
Impressing my culture, Ming.
Okay, hang on, I'm doing... What? Okay, so I'm gonna assume that this is the same, I guess, both ways. Because 35 degrees Celsius is 95 degrees Fahrenheit, so if it's negative 35, it'll be negative 95 degrees Fahrenheit. I don't know.
No, it will not. That's not livable for human life.
Okay, I don't know
So-
these things because...
I don't think it's
It'd be
got...
like negative 10 or 12 degrees, maybe.
So I don't believe it got to negative 35 degrees Celsius.
No, it does. It gets that cold here, because you have to consider, like, wind.
Well,
Yeah.
no, then that's not the temperature, that's wind chill.
Well, it's added on, though. But, well, it has gotten down to negative 35, though, like, without wind chill, and then it's added on, and then there's more added on with wind chill. Like, it's been
So
negative...
they add on the wind chill to the temperature?
Well, no, like, they do in some cases, but it was negative 40 with wind chill at one point, but it was also negative 35 without wind chill at one point, too. It has to be at least negative 35 for us to have a snow day. At least where I'm from.
Negative 35 for a snow day. And, like, for most of us, cold doesn't necessarily mean snow day. It has to be, like, negative 20 Fahrenheit.
I don't know. All I know is that fucking I'm dead inside, and Canada sucks for that reason because, well, at least where I live, because people suck ass. People also suck at driving too. I fucking hate the drivers, especially in my area. Holy shit. There's roundabouts everywhere too, and my city is really retarded, and they were like, oh, let's replace, like, this main road with, like, 11 fucking roundabouts. And they actually considered it, and it makes me want to kill myself.
Okay. Negative 35 is negative 31 in Fahrenheit.
Okay, I didn't think that was, like, true, because I was like, I don't know if this is correct.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If it's negative 95, that's literally like 30 degrees away from Antarctic temperatures.
No. That's why I said I'm assuming this would be the same both ways. That's stupid. Of Fahrenheit. What is Fahrenheit? Yeah. Fuck Fahrenheit. Fahrenheit's retarded. Why do you guys still use that?
I don't want to.
Honestly,
It's probably going to get changed to metric in our lifetimes.
Hopefully, because the metric system is so much easier to deal with, because,
like, the only reason we're on imperial is because we're like, you fuckers use fucking metric, and we're getting away from Britain, so...
Yeah, it's so dumb, though, because it's just, like... It's, like, retarded, because, think about it, it's just so much harder for math problems, because it's like, well, how many inches is in a foot? I don't fucking know, fucking 12 inches.
Next time on Nightclub, we'll find out how many inches are in a foot.
12. Well, no, it's stupid, because it's, like, for the metric system, it's, like, 10 centimeters... Sorry, 100 centimeters is a meter. 100 meters is a kilometer. It's easy, that shit's easy to divide by. But, no, when you fucking go to America, you got these fucking asshole problems, math problems, and I'm like, oh, fucking... Well, I traveled through 30 yards. What the fuck is a yard? How much is a yard? I don't know how much.
Yard is 3 feet.
It's fucking stupid. It's retarded. Why would you use difficult numbers? Why would you make it more difficult?
You're asking people from, like, 300 years ago, not me.
Oh, yeah, I know. Actually, Mr. Billow, my chem teacher, he explained how it was, created, and he said that it would actually change with each king that they had because, it was I forget where it originated from, but they had this they based their measurements off the king. So every time they had a new king, the the numbers would change, and then eventually it just came to the point where they're like, okay, we need to stop changing it. And a foot was the length of the king's arm, an inch was the length of the one of the parts of his finger or something, and then
One of the knuckles.
yeah, one of the
You mean the foot's not based off the foot?
yeah, no, it's not based off the foot.
That's pretty dumb.
Or I meant the inch. Sorry, the inch is based off of one of the knuckles, and then the foot. Yeah, no, sorry, the foot. I don't even remember. It was just like basically. And then Mr. Billow's like, "Oh, look at this! My knuckle is an inch long." And then he's like, "Look at my arm! It's a foot long." And then he's like, "I have very kingly proportions." And it's like, God damn it, Mr. Billow. I like Mr. Billow though. He's chill. He kind of looks like Santa Claus.
Is Mr. Billow's arm a foot long? Find out next time. Fucking Dead Nightclub.
He's short and fat and funny. His neighbor
Mr.
died.
Willow. Will Mr. Willow lose the bait?
Mr. Billow, not Willow.
Mr. Willow lose bait.
No. Oh, shut up. I hate you. I just realized what you did.
Yeah, good job, fuckface.
I think my favorite name that Shorma has ever told me is Mr. Scales, and I'm like, that should be your name.
Pretty much. Mr. Scales is one of the counselors for the program I'm in. Some kid nearly got his ass beat, and if it weren't for this guy, he probably would have gotten his ass beat.
Mr. Scales is a great name.
Yeah, his name is Malik Scales.
Malik.
Probably shouldn't have said that.
Well, I mean, they're not gonna find him. There's probably a bajillion Malik Scales. It's not like you specified which college you're from anyway.
There's only so many colleges in Ohio.
Yeah, well, Ohio sucks, so no one's gonna go there anyways. They'd kill themselves before they went there, I'm pretty sure.
Ohio's not that bad. Not as bad as Florida.
My mom wants to go to Florida. She's like, "Do you want to go to Florida?" It's like, why would we go to Florida? She's like, "Oh, I don't know. We need to do some sort of like vacation this year." I was like, there are sharks and alligators in Florida, and also dangerous insects. I don't want to die. I'd rather not.
Kind of nice.
Yeah, but I'd rather not leave my own country. Sorry, I like Canada a lot.
I wanna go to Canada. When I can drive and get a passport, I'm going to Canada.
You can eat.
Okay. I could probably take Amtrak to Canada, but I'm lazy as shit.
I'll take Sleep to Canada.
And the weed in America's better.
Sleek is already going to Canada this week after Tuesday. He's moving into, I'm trying to remember the province because I don't want to be too specific.
He's like living there.
Yeah,
he's
living there for college, and then I'm pretty sure he's gonna stay there because he was originally born in Canada, and then he moved to the States. So.
Why'd they go to the States?
Probably for his dad to do work. I don't know. Fucking. I don't know. All I know is that, Canada's nice. I like Canada. So don't get me wrong, I'd love to travel, but I'm also scared to travel because I don't want to get killed in another country. If I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die in my own country.
I'll take anywhere but my country because my country sucks dick.
We already know that, let's be honest. I think the only reason if I ever considered even moving to America is so I could get a job there, because if I were to get a job, it would probably, I don't know, I kind of would like to work for Achievement Hunter, because I really love Achievement Hunter, but the thing is that, like, I don't even know, like, what would I do?
Yeah, I don't think there's much of a shot of you getting in.
Well,
anyone, really.
Well, you can get in, like, if you build shit for them in Minecraft. Like, if I get good at building, I could probably build some of their Let's Plays for them. Instead of having to... Because they have, like, Carrie and, a couple other people who do that shit. Like, Lindsay's helped build shit for them. Matt built a bunch of shit for them. He built Boat Race, which was really large and probably very difficult and time-consuming to make. But, I don't know. Fucking, I think that if I get good at building stuff in Minecraft, I would probably maybe go and move there. They're like in Texas though, so that would kind of suck for me. But
Ugh, Texas is gross.
yeah, I don't know if I want to move that far away from Canada. I'm sorry. I'm really fond of Canada. Canada is a very nice country. It's beautiful. I'm trying not to sound like a douchebag here, but it's kind of late now. It's just, I don't know. Canada's very nice. People are generally nice here for the most part, unless if you go to like the bigger the bigger cities like Toronto and Ottawa. Um, actually, when I was in
Ottawa.
shut up. When I was in Ottawa, I saw this one. We went to the Parliament Hill, and we saw this. I never thought I would see this in real life, but I saw this dude sitting there holding. Well, he wasn't holding it, but he was sitting near the sign that said the Bible said Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve. And I was so surprised. I was really surprised because I was like, I didn't think I'd ever see that in real life.
Oh yeah, I've seen that shit. There's some wannabe Westboro church people around here, and I actually saw the signs and everything on the side of some random street. They were sitting out there.
There have been entire anti-gay protests on my campus, like, weekly.
Oh.
On my campus, there's been a bunch of anti-abortion shit, but that was about it.
There's an anti-abortion sign there, too, in Ottawa.
Is abortion legal in Canada?
Yes.
Good. Keep it that way.
I know, Canada's nice. They have lots of things legal that are nice and good.
My internet is dying. Holy shit.
Good thing you're not hosting the call.
Yeah.
Good thing you're not streaming this either.
Yeah.
I'm surprised my internet's been pretty good.
Mine cut out once. I'm pretty sure you guys noticed.
Yeah, I did notice.
Like 15 seconds.
Yeah, I noticed, but I just kept talking because the show must go on. Because
we are at 140 minutes.
That's
and
good.
Still, literally no one's watching.
That's fine. I don't care. Well, it says whatever. I don't care.
Think we should be done for now?
Yeah. Well, I was just gonna say there was a couple people who were here because it says.
Thank you, Joshua, for being our MVP of the fucking.
Well, no, I wasn't talking about him. Maybe it might have been him. I don't know, but it says average live view duration 10 minutes and 50 seconds. So.
That was him.
Okay. Well, whatever. Fuck him.
Thank you, Joshua, for being MVP of the day.
Oh my god.
Yeah, we can end now, though, on a good note. I mean, we don't... What's gonna happen next week? Who'll come back next and find out what we have to talk about and see...
Will Otter lose their anal virginity?
Will we make a script next week?
Will Billy Mays show up from the dead?
Will
Special guest star next week, Billy Mays.
Special guest next week, Joshua, whatever.
No, Billy Joshua. I'm making promises I can't keep.
Next.
Special guest next week, Billy Mays.
Special guest next week, Ego Raptor.
Yes.
No.
Can we get Ego Raptor?
No.
I want Ego Raptor on the stream.
Well, you can get him then.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Alright.
Next time on the Nightclub, I get Ego Raptor and show Otter the fuck up.
Yay. Okay. Yay. Dead Nightclub. We're here. Alright. See our lovely viewers next week, even though there's only
No,
one.
they're not lovelies. We can't call them that.
I said our lovely viewers. I didn't say lovelies, you fucking idiot.
You dirty
You
homos
fucking
later.
clod. You fucking
Filthy sluts.
lovely little lemon drops.
Lemon
No.
drops. That's what they should be called.
That's actually from someone else, but... Okay, anyways,
Aw.
time for us to end stream now, okay? Goodbye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.